Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4! We are the Brazilian Socialist Republic, we're part of the Comintern, and we are going to attempt one last time to do a naval invasion of one of these islands over here and see how it goes. Meanwhile, the German Reich is declaring war on, like, all of Scandinavia, bit by bit. They did declare an interest over here. So, we still don't have the intel over here. Because we'll never get naval superiority. Yeah, so we can't make that move. Okay, fair enough. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my navy and I think we're going to GTFO out of this region. Actually, I'm even worried about just leaving myself just docked. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and dock ourselves. It's going to be a bit safer. So we're not doing a naval invasion over here, so I'm going to trash all your orders. And actually, I think I'm going to unassign you guys. Now, there's a naval base here. We do need to make sure we defend it, but we probably only need to defend it with one troop, because it is mountainous. But we do have to have someone there to protect from naval invasion, so we're going to do that. We're going to leave you here. Purple group, I guess I'll leave you as an army so that you actually have a general to help with this crossing in particular. I don't know if we need someone here, but I feel like they've tried to do some landings there before. Right now, naval invasion is being planned in Amazonas, and almost certainly they are going to try to land here again, because that seems to be what they keep doing. These guys are now regular, which is nice, and we are working on our level 2 engineers so that we can get more of an entrenchment bonus as well. But, more importantly, we're once again fabricating a claim against Bolivia, and this time we're going to do it for sure, and we'll probably go against Paraguay afterwards, so that we can take as much land as possible without extending our shoreline, which is important here. There you go, more defenses. Actually, you can be added to group purple, so you can get the general bonus as well. We don't really need 3 guys over here, although at some point in the last episode they had like 13 people on this island. We could probably make do with just 2. What I'll do is I'll leave some of the more experienced people and get you to come down there. Doing a bit of training here because I was rushing out a few units. I mean, I could have let them train properly over here instead, but that's fine. Construction 3, so we get our faster repair rate, which is nice. 1940, there's nothing to grab here. We can grab, yeah, and we'll keep getting the computing machine. And at some point, I probably will want to grab radar for this coastline. The other thing we can do is this wing with these fighters is I will try to go for a fighter ring of size 100. We are slowly building some fighter ones. Very slowly. Yeah, we had a few in this tank here. You can see the old school, like, interwar fighters, fighter level 1 over here. It's not the latest and greatest technology, but no one else really has an aerial presence over there. Treaty of Nanjing, Japan taking a bunch of territory, China has capitulated. Let's take a look at what that looks like. AI Japan being successful. Not something you actually see that often. AI Japan seems to do quite poorly, at least in my previous games, which admittedly were on either the pre-release patch or version 1.0. Now it's just patch 1.1, right? And 1.2 is not out? I don't know. I can't remember my timelines. Anyway, it'd be nice if these guys were not green for the start of the war. When does this finish? It's like March, or May 28th. Oh, we got lots of time. Lots of time, so that's going to be okay. We'll want to move our airplanes down there at some point. I say that. It's half in the Amazonas zone, half in the South America zone. And in any case, like, it's impossible for the range to be covered. It's just sick. So I guess we'll probably do it without air cover. We'll keep our airplanes over here. Yeah, over northern South America. Actually, we might want to have some in the Amazonas region too, but nah, I don't know. This is going to be okay. This is where most of the big fighting happened in the past. I'd still love to attack across here, but we need actual Marines, and even then, the numbers are pretty sick. There's our support weapons kicking in. Very nice. And actually, we can get a discount for the next one, which seems like the way to go, because again, it just gives you a 5% boost to your defense and breakthrough and everything, which is nice. Still wondering about the mountain divisions. And, oh, right, that's how we're going to take these islands, is we're going to paratrooper in. We are slowly beginning to build our transport planes. Not getting very many. How many do we have? Yeah, just 1 right now. So we're going to slowly start to build that up. And that will be a plan. So no invasion plans over here at all, except for, of course, this. But I think we need to leave these troops here, because I think at some point it will happen again. So this, I think, is the minimum. Still considering, like, changing this defensive setup to use a more of a garrison-type division, which probably about half weight, and lower priority for upgrades, for example. But for now, I think it's going to be just fine. Okay, so we'll wait for this. Go up to speed 4. That's going to be okay. You're there. Oh, we got another submarine coming in. Excellent. So, I wonder if we can submarine in the Caribbean Sea safely. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to base me. These are all pretty wimpy bases, but I guess it's fine. So you're going to be based over here. And you're going to do convoy raiding here, because we might be able to catch more transport ships that are trying to land in Amazonas. And that would be nice. Yeah, new naval invasion officially started, North and South America again. So yeah, we definitely got to keep a presence there. That's going to be fine. We've got this. We've got resistance to occupation in the south, which, yes, that's true. I don't really have the setup to defend against that. Although I could get... I don't know if we have MPs unlocked. No, we don't. It might be worth unlocking that and making a little cavalry division to babysit this area, because that's going to be... And over here. Because we're not going to need frontline troops for that. Cavalry have a very high suppression rating. Okay. It's actually 1940, so I think... Yeah, more soft attack would be nice. But let's get started with the paratroopers. Takes a long time to research. We could probably drop one division. I don't know how many planes. Again, I think there's the weight. I got to look up the actual implication or implementation, but it's not very well described. How much they can carry it in one time. I know it's based on the weight of the unit, and I don't know. Ah, yeah, still another landing over there. But this is all going to be fine. Yeah, quite. Ooh, attacking lots of different places. So I'm happy that we've got a lot of guys. We seem to have everything covered. Naval combat over here. We're not actually going to fight. No, not engaging that. Run away. Yeah, look how many troops they've landed over here. But, I mean, the combat width and everything is not going to be helpful for them to land. It's going to be quite tough. If they did try to land here, which they have in the past, they would successfully land, and then we'd have to deal with that. I'm actually wondering if I should just put someone back over here. Because it looks, I mean, take a look at, like, their organization. We're not running out of anything at any point. So next time there's a window here, well, I suppose I could even retreat with one of these people, but... Yeah, we will easily win this. There you go. I'm going to grab one of you and put you there. I don't want anyone landing there if they decide to get smart again, which they have done in the past. All right, so just waiting for March to be able to go in here. We should... What kind of troops do they have? 9 to 12 divisions, and we've got 18 on their front line. Of course, you know, as an attacker, we always need more. There's that free military factory. Very nice. Secret weapons, not going to... Well, it does give you a discount to all electronic technology research, which is actually pretty good. And it's ×4, and honestly, there's not that much in there. So I'm going to spend 70 days and grab that before we run out of use for it. Well, I mean, and then I guess we could go to jet or nuclear or different things like that. I guess that would be okay. But mostly I want it there for regular electronics so that we can get our encryption, decryption technologies at a discount, because they are really important. Still defending there, and there, and there. So that's all good. But it feels good to be working our way towards an offense again. Zog submits to Italy. And at some point we need to start that tank research, because tanks are... Turns out tanks are pretty good. As usual, I will probably bypass the light tanks. Here, go to medium, which actually we're at the right time for. We'll probably start at the medium level 2. We'll see. Engineering Company 2, very nice. I could start on the tank research now. We don't have the discounts, but we're going to need a lot of tank research regardless. This is also really good, though. But... And we're still getting our doctrines? No! Oh, I didn't realize that. Hang on. Top priority. Get some doctrine going on. Always want to be researching a doctrine. Okay, you get in position there. And yeah, you should be able to hold that just fine. Just fine. Hell, you should be getting more and more experience. In fact, these guys are about to become... is it elite the next level? Or is it veteran? I don't remember. Naval landings there. Good, excellent. Support weapons 2, so a little bit more defense and breakthrough. So again, we could grab a little bit more of that. I'm wondering about taking the MP investment. God, it takes a long time to research that shit, though. Could go straight to heavy tanks. You know, I've never gone with a heavy tank comp. So here's an interesting idea. I didn't start tanks earlier because, especially with light tanks, one of the big benefits is speed. I mean, he has to do a lot of damage. but one of the big benefits is their speed, which we don't get in a jungle, forest, mountain environment. But they still punch hard. Should we just get some heavy tanks? I mean, they're really shit for defense as well, especially with the amount of space we have to deal with, because they would not be able to roam around very quickly. But, like, if we start on this now, and then in 1941, we pick up Heavy Tank 2, and we just get, like, one division of heavy tanks. Just one division as just a way to punch through people that are sitting idly. It's a lot of investment in research for something we're only going to build one of, though. I'm going to grab MPs with the idea that we are going to win the war against Bolivia as is, and then between Bolivia and... I want to say Uruguay? I'm shit at geography. Yeah. Oh, Uruguay. Yeah, right over here. It says it when on the screen. Between Bolivia, Uruguay, Paraguay, we'll probably want some MP forces. So we're going to research that, and we're going to make a little cavalry division for MP stuff. And that's it. So probably like 2 battalions of cavalry plus an MP company, and that'll be that. All right, so you're doing this. We need to make sure to at some point stop training you so that your organization gets back up, and we've got time. These guys are almost not green, which is going to be nice. And I could rush these guys. They will come in green, but it will just be some more numbers, which ain't bad. On the other hand, you know, we're deploying a lot of people without the support equipment, which I don't like. Got artillery. I mean, we have an excess. Well, we have a crazy amount of that and the other equipment. All right, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to put this up to the top for one. And I'm just going to shave off one factory there. And shave off one factory there. Eh? There we go. Just to get them a little bit more. I mean, mostly it's the production efficiency holding us back here. And adding more factories doesn't give us an immediate bonus, but we're going to do that. And what we'll probably do is keep that line of support equipment there forever, and at some point we'll just add like an entirely secondary line of infantry equipment as the number starts to justify it more and more. Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. That's fine. How's the U.S. doing? Military slots, things like that. Still building up. Still prepping. You know, just sitting idle. Didn't get involved in any of the wars over here. More naval invasions. Look at that, 16 divisions over here. That's nuts! Luckily, ooh, actually, we might start to shift here. Still okay for now, and the combat width doesn't really allow them to use that many, but that's a long, long time for us to defend. So I'll move that division back over there. I'm thinking I'm going to take this guy and move him there. And I'll feel better about that. What do we see here? No, that's a real fleet, so our subs are just going to run away. Bolivia, we're about a month away from there, so I'm going to stop your training and tell you to engage on your attack whenever you get there. Your troops aren't even all the front line properly. I don't think I need any more of a sophisticated plan than this. This is forest. It's like, it's funny when you look at forest and you're like, oh, that's easy terrain for us to cross. Well, compared to jungle and mountains, it's a fair bit easier. This fleet, does it have transports? I don't think it appears to. It'd be funny if we invaded Portugal. Feels like something we should do. I mean, we speak the language. It's very convenient. Sort of a reverse colonization kind of thing. I don't know. Alright, just a couple more weeks to go. So that's you. That's the level 5 guy. You're prepped. You've got your planning. That's the planning one, right? Yep, up to 50%. Most people have got it. Kept a couple of late things. You're also very dug in right now, but that's not going to last all that long. These guys are going to be dug in too, but they don't have that much, and we don't... Oh, we actually have enough intel to know that this is 6 divisions of infantry and 1 division of artillery is what it looks like. So they have less combat width. They just have less numbers per division as well. So we're going to have way more divisions, and ours are going to be sort of inherently stronger. Again, I could rush out these guys, but I think we'll squeeze out as much XP as we can from over here. That's going to be okay. Manpower's fine. It's gone down a bit, mostly because we're recruiting more troops rather than having actual deaths. Wow, they are really piling on over here. Let's get some extra backups over here just to make sure that we don't suddenly run out of... Whoa! Of organization. Which I think is exactly what's going to happen here. They're just going to whittle us down. Yeah, a couple of our guys are ready to just end it. We need to get some more people in reserves. There we go. No, we still have air superiority. We don't have close air support. I don't think we've got any built yet, right? No, I mean, we don't have any building at all. Next thing we want to start doing is building naval bombers. How are you getting so many people here with such impunity? I mean, I've got to kind of keep this here because they're still planning a naval invasion, which is likely going to hit probably here. Although we don't know for sure. We could pull some of that out. They've never tried anything over here, so... Tell you what, you get in there, you move to here. Because, yeah, these divisions are getting just a little too tired. Okay, they are having supply problems over there, at least. So that's helping a little bit. Oh, there we go. There's our war justification. Alright, let's do it. Calling our allies? Sure, because they're going to join. I mean, it's all going to merge up anyway. They're going to join the allies, and then... There you go. So it's all going to get merged into one war. So we should smash that. That's going to be okay. You guys join Purple Group. As are you, so you get the Japanese Army embraces Nishanran. Does not possess rising tensions, outbreaks. Counter this strategic, come up with a strategic plan to seize Western colonies in Southeast Asia and the Pacific. These resource-rich regions will fuel the Japanese war machine. Yep, makes sense. Secret weapons done for those discounts. And yeah, we're gonna come down here and start to unlock some of the armor discounts. I'll probably still... I don't know. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do with the armor. Ah, shit. United States intervenes in the war against Bolivia. Right, of course. That's fine. You can declare war. Probably join the Allies. I forgot that we actually hadn't really, poked the bear too much. You're doing that, which is good. It's 1940. I think we're going to want just more infantry stuff. It's still the backbone of our army, so it's going to be good. You join the Allies. There you go. It's going to be more invasion vectors here. So that's going to be interesting naval-wise. But Japan and the United States should now be at war as well. We've really shaken things up in this world. Alright, we've got enough organization. Hopefully things are going to hold off now. But it's definitely dicey for a while. And I'm surprised this counterattack is working so well. The United States intervenes in Brazilian War. There you go. Maybe you can stay here after all and stay there. 5 is more than enough. I mean, they're not all going to stay here. Hopefully we're alright. Anyway, how are things going down here? Pretty good. Looks like we're advancing on all fronts. Well, it's only one front, but we're advancing along it, so there. Yeah. I'm wondering about taking one of these away, because we're going to just get tighter confines here with less and less supply. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add you to Purple Group. And you are actually going to strategically redeploy to here. To be in the right area. Looks like we fought that off, which is good. A little bit worried about what the Americans are going to do once they join in here. But overall, things are progressing. Why are you pulling backwards? Never backwards. Only advance. Murder, death, kill. Go, go, go. I don't know if that's... It's probably not going to work, but, like, could you rush to La Paz? There's river crossings, there's mountains, there's forests, but... And that's where the tanks really come in, is, like, can you keep up the tempo? so that they never get a chance to reorganize. That would be stupendous. You go on this side of the river, and then see if we can do something like that. Go, go, go. Just keep up the pressure. I mean, the other thing I can do is put you on aggro mode, because we can do that. Free civilian factories. Nice! So what do we want here? Probably more military factories, although at this point I'm actually wondering about squeezing out another couple of civilian factories. To make sure. So we're eating a fair number of them from consumer goods. Something like that, and then going back to military. And just lots of it. Not down there, you get the rebellion and stuff. There and there. And we actually own this stuff outright. So there's no rebellion that can do uprisings over there. Ship designer, chief of the navy, chief of the air force. I'm gonna take the night operations penalty reduction because that helps with everything we try. Finland over here too. Yeah, look at that, cheapers. All right, good stuff. We're gonna take one of you and just move you over here. Oh, looks like there's actual air combat going on. Enemy bombers. Indeed there are. We're getting a good amount of stuff. Air superiority. We don't have any radar coverage. We've got some anti-air gun. But yeah, it looks like it'll be time to do that. I wasn't expecting to bring in actual air stuff. Where are the airstrikes coming in from? I don't see airports here. They might just be from aircraft carriers. There we go. More naval invasions, but we got that. Meanwhile, how close are we to La Paz? Getting there. Very much getting there. And we're pushing really hard, which is what we're looking to do. Okay, good stuff. Holding off over here. Yeah, I've completely held them up. Ah, they're still coming. But they're never going to get through. We've broken that, first thing. In fact, I'm worrying about a counterattack. It's a bold move, Cotton. But it might be time while they have no organization. I mean, we don't have a ton of it either. I'm going to do that and then queue that up. We might just get repelled. And then we'll have no organization. Again, if we have Marines... So, I mean, Marine invasions here is still going to be far off because we don't have a naval presence. But just getting a squad of Marines to take Trinidad might be a worthwhile investment. Although, again, air stuff's pretty good too. We need to make sure we've got air superiority, though. Alright, good. Keep pushing. Let's go up to speed 4. So taking the actual capital is always hard because cities have pretty good defense. Cities and mountains doubly so. But I think that was the only victory point here. So once we take it, again, there's a little bit of sort of passive victory point for each larger province. But they should capitulate pretty quickly. And actually, with that in mind, I should be justifying my war goals over here. I don't have any political power. Arg. Okay, fine. Be that way. Yeah, I don't think we're going to punch through. And with that in mind, I'm going to stop you guys before you you burn through all of your organization. Unless you're getting some attrition over here. Seems a little surprising, but I guess not that much. Nah, you got a fair amount of infrastructure here. It's surprising how much there is. Might be worth doing another pass on building our infrastructure highway over here. Like, bring everything up to level 5. Plus, it actually does help with our troop movement a lot. Now, right now, that's going to be after all of our factory, but that's okay. There we go. You have capitulated. Wonderful. So, Group Teal, you're going to reorganize yourselves on the Paraguay border. With that as a battle plan, I will tell you to execute that now. Tell you to halt all your current moves. But, okay, now we have enough to start justifying. Still going to take 125 days to do that, which is a bit annoying. Meanwhile, I'm wondering about deploying these new troops and actually just sending them to the north. There's still not much they can do. Or I could just leave them in the queue for now. They won't actually complete because they don't have the support equipment that they're looking for. We don't really need just more raw numbers. But honestly, you know what? No, I kind of like that idea. We're going to deploy you, grab you, and we're going to send you here and there. So I just split them in half. They're not part of any particular army, but they're just going to shore up, well, the shore, I suppose. Oh, I'm going to take one of you. Split, and put you right here. I know no one's planned an invasion here yet, but honestly, it feels like the AI should invade here because it is a naval base. So I want to have someone that stands in that particular position, and that'll be pretty good. And yeah, I think we will train. Well, I mean, there's too many people for us to make the jump across here right now. But yeah, if these were upgraded to Marines to do this naval crossing, it would mean not going without artillery, because otherwise the artillery would drag us down. The other thing we could do is start bombing the shit out of this place, which would starve these guys out. Because we could bomb their naval base down to nothing. Like, just get some tactical bombers in here. Do we have that tech? It's probably pre-war. No, we literally have nothing. We could just go straight to strategic bombers. And that might not be a bad idea to soften all of these islands up. But mostly I'm thinking, like, bombard this, get their naval base down to nothing. Therefore, they get no supplies in. So therefore, all these guys start to starve to death. They'll take attrition, they'll lose manpower, they'll lose equipment. But more importantly, we'll be able to go in there and just sort of bop them afterwards, which is nice. Now, we're still working on our transport planes. How many do we have? We've got 8. 8 whole transport planes. And we're still working on a paratrooper tech as well. That's not bad. Now, if we take a look over here, we have 5 factories working, not of efficiency. We're going to be bringing this down later, but, you know, get a couple of dozen transport planes. That will probably cover us quite well. And in fact, we can even use the transport planes for our future conquest. Like, Buenos Aires will almost certainly be defended, sure, but we can still hop behind enemy lines. In fact, we could probably land here. There's less of a chance of it being defended. We could move our what navy we do have to over here. Speaking of, yeah, we got a couple more submarines. Excellent. So we still have this present. I'm wondering about adding a few more. It feels like, you know, there's got to be more convoys here than we're actually catching. I'm wondering about doing convoy duty in the Caribbean Sea. It's risky. I'm going to set that as your home base. Do some convoy raiding over here. It might be a suicide mission, but we actually could significantly cut down on the amount of supplies that get sent over here and help shake up the war effort considerably. It's been a while since we've seen like a major navy or anything over here, but how's the rest of the war going on? Well, kind of what you'd expect. Yeah, and that's what I figured. Like, Yugoslavia fell quite early to Germany, so Italy like put past its like pro-Yugoslavia idea, and it was like, I don't think Yugoslavia existed anymore. Italy is down here. Greece still completely independent. All right, undependent. Soviet Union. I'll be a little bit annoyed if we get pulled into a war against the Axis, but honestly, I'm not sure how much that will affect me. Oh, you know what I realized? What does affect me a lot is steel. We were importing it from the United States, and now we cannot. I don't think we're going to do German Reich. I don't know if we can import from the Soviet Union very well, though. I think Italy actually might be our best bet, because it'll come through the Mediterranean and probably be a lot safer. $51 convoys for this. Well, luckily we've got them right now. And we're continuing to slowly build up convoys. We'll continue to do that over the course of the game. But yeah, the steel production. That's important. Do we actually need that for our supply goods? Probably. Aluminum and some steel. And we need some of everything right now. Well, we're still trying to build new troops as part of it. Although it wouldn't surprise me if we need some for reinforcements as well. I'm going to trim this back a little bit. Not that it really matters so much, because we're mostly limited to... Yeah, we're good on infantry equipment in the field. Oh, it's upgrades. Oh, did we research the new weapons too? God damn it. And we can get the better artillery at some point too. Yeah, that's very important Forgot to switch that over when we got to research. And yeah, we'll have to make sure to pick up, since artillery is so important to our strategy, improved artillery too as well. Okay, good cleanup. Thank you very much for watching another episode, folks, and I will see you guys next time.